Hello, in today's video I'll show you 8 settings to change first on your MOVA Z60 Ultra in the MOVA HOMA. The first one is applicable if you have pets. If you have pets, you should enable pet mode. That way, the robot will be more careful when seeing pets, will also avoid pet feces, and will use the pet odor cleaning solution, which I'll get to in a moment, and can also take photos of your pets, so you can save it and then you can later see them. So click on 3 dots in the top right corner and click on pet care. Now enable pet recognition if you have pets, and then it may also let you adjust. It'll give you suggestions on what settings to change for pet cleaning and for pet activity zone if it discovers it after cleaning. If it discovers that pets are going in some certain areas, then will recognize them and you'll be able to adjust its settings. And then there are pet moments, so you can enable taking pet pictures, and then you'll find them here once it takes them. Now let's go back and let's do the other thing. So it's going to be in dock settings. It's detergent settings. That is very important. If you have inserted if you want to use detergent for mopping, for cleaning the floors, then you can enable it. And if you want to use the detergent for washing the mop in the station, you can also enable it. But for that, you need to have detergent in the detergent tank, and you can select whether you have put the detergent in tank A, because there are 2 tanks. There's a video on how to insert how to put detergent in the tank, by the way. If you have put it in, it should be the standard one, because there are 2 tanks, and one of them is made for the standard one, which is called multi-floor cleaning solution, and you can then set it to standard. Or if you haven't put it there, you can click on off. Then it won't mop with detergent, because tank B detergent is specialized, and it's used for washing the mop, and that's a pet detergent, so I'll leave it on standard here. And now if you have tank B detergent, you can enable it and set it to pet detergent. Then you can set the frequency. Now if it's set to standard, then most mop washing tasks will be performed with the standard cleaning solution, the multi-floor cleaning solution, and then once a week it'll do the tank B detergent. Or if you set it to high frequency, it will use it each time. Yeah, and that is basically it. Now let's go to the next thing, which is going to be our schedules. You should set up schedules so you don't have to turn on the robot manually each time. And to do it, go to scheduled cleaning, click on plus. You can set a starting time, the repetition of that schedule, and then you can select whether you want to do clean genius, all, or room, so it'll automatically adjust settings. Or you can go to custom and then set it all, room, or shortcut. So let's for example do all, and then I can select vacuum and mop, intense suction power, increase the mop wetness a little bit, change the route and the amount of cycles as well, and let's make it repeat on Mondays only. And then I'll set it, and now that's how you set a schedule. Then you should change the dust auto empty frequency to match your needs. To do it, go to dock settings, go to auto empty settings. You can set it to off, so you'll need to either manually empty the dustbin, or manually trigger emptying the dustbin from the app. You can also set it to high frequency, so it'll do it after completing a certain area. You can set it to standard, so it does it after each cleaning. Intelligent, which will automatically check the dust box level, or low frequency, which will do it after 3 cleaning tasks. You can also enable hair compression. Now let's go to the next feature, which is going to be in more functions, and it's going to be do not disturb mode. Do not disturb mode can disable resume cleaning, disable auto empty, and lower voice volume. Lower voice volume is quite obvious. Disable auto empty means if the robot finishes the task, it won't automatically empty, it'll just wait until the do not disturb period finishes and then it'll auto empty. And disable resume cleaning is for when the robot returns to the station during cleaning to auto empty during cleaning, to wash the mop during cleaning, or to recharge. Then it won't resume during do not disturb mode, it'll resume after the do not disturb period finishes. And you can click here to set up the do not disturb time, and you can have multiple do not disturb periods during the day. Now let's go to the next feature, which is going to be adjusting carpet cleaning settings. And for that you need to go to the settings, carpet cleaning settings, and then you can set it to vacuum, which means it will lift the mop on the carpet and start only vacuuming there. Then you can go to more settings and adjust more of the settings based on your preference. There's a full video on like carpet cleaning settings explained, so if you want more explanation you can watch that. Then there's avoid, which will go around the carpet, ignore, which will just mop the carpet, and that's suitable only for environments with no carpet or with mats that can be mopped, like rubber mats or plastic mats. And then there's crossing carpets, which will lift the mop, go over the carpet, and then continue cleaning. It won't even vacuum there. So it's like a void, but it crosses it instead of going around it. It's useful when sometimes it cannot go around it because it would lock access to some certain areas. Now let's go to the next setting, which is cleaning along the floor. But before we enable it, you'll need to edit your map. Click on the map editing button and then click on the floor material. Now select the if you have like square tiles somewhere, then you should select that place, click on floor material and set it to tile floor. If you have a floor with like different pattern, like diagonal pattern, or if it doesn't have a pattern because it's just like flat, then you can set it to others. But if you have rectangular tiles or wooden floor, then you should set it to horizontal or vertical depending on what's actually accurate. Then click on confirm, and now we'll enable a setting so that the robot goes along the floor seams to minimize scraping against them. And to do it, you can click on 3 dots in the top right corner, then go to floor cleaning settings and enable cleaning along the floor. That will minimize the loudness of cleaning, right? And also it will minimize damage to the floor. And the last thing is changing the mop drying time and the mop washing temperature. To do it, click on 3 dots in the top right corner, click on dock settings, go to mop washing settings and change the water temperature to your preferred level. High temperature is going to use the most power, and normal is going to use is not going to use power for heating it up because it's not going to heat up the water, but it may be less effective when it comes to cleaning the mop. Now the last thing is the mop drying time in mop drying settings, because after washing the mop, after finishing the whole task, it will dry it, and it can do it for 3, 4 or 5 hours, or it can be mute, so it will extend the drying time, but it will be quieter. I don't think it's loud at all, but you can make it even quieter. So you can set it to mute or set it to 3, 4 or 5, depending on how humid your air is. And you can also enable UV sterilization, and I just reminded myself one thing, so I'll make this video 9 settings, because if you want to save power, you should be able to go to battery and then find off-peak charging. then you can enable it, right? And now if that's applicable if you have two electricity rates on different hours, and if you have like cheaper electricity off peak, then you can set on what time should it charge, and then when it's set, then the robot will charge only to like a required level during peak hours, and off peak hours it'll charge to 100%. And this is the whole video. I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.